I'm joined by fashion designer Peter Copping, whose artistry has graced some of fashion's truly legendary houses. Most recently, he's taken the reins of the oldest French maison, Lanvin, and is joining us today for SCAD Style. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Paula. Really very, very happy to be here.
And congratulations on your SCAD étoile.
Yes, that was a real honor. Yes, so I was happy to visit Savannah again, and to receive that award was really something special for me.
Your fall-winter debut collection has been declared the Resurgence everyone's been waiting for. Take us back to June 2024 when you joined the house. With all your years of designing, you have no dearth of ideas, I'm sure, and you've been applauded too for valuing the Lanvin heritage while composing your own cantata.
Yeah, well, for me that was very important because, as you said, it's the oldest house that still exists.
For nearly half a century, the famed House of Lanvin has held its place as one of the great fashion establishments of Paris.
But I feel that very little is actually known about Jean Lanvin herself.
Yes.
So when I arrived there, I did a deep dive into the archive, and I went straight to the period of Jean Lanvin, the 20s and the 30s. And so it became a bit like a melting pot, twisting things in that way. I think I'm a designer who designs clothes to be worn. And what I do, it's not about bells and whistles. It's not outrageous fashion.
Your career is a storybook of beloved heritage brands, Oscar de la Renta, Balenciaga, Nina Ricci, and now Lanvin. How does that history contribute to your work?
I think even from a very young age, I was always very interested in history of European royal families, stately homes, that we have so many in England. So I always loved looking at the past. That being said, I do want to make things that are relevant for today. So looking at the history of the house that I'm currently in, I'd say it's more a challenge of deciding what pieces you draw upon, because you could go off in 100 directions.
At SCAD, from architecture to interiors and beyond, we're big fans of layering history with contemporary design. This new collection marks your first foray into menswear, and we see gender-neutral garments thriving everywhere. Tell me about your approach to menswear.
Well, I was very excited to do that for the first time. I didn't want to treat the Lanvin man any differently than I treated the Lanvin woman. And that's what's so exciting about working today. So I like it that the rules have changed and they're constantly evolving.
What else besides menswear might we see evolving in forthcoming collections?
As you know, accessories are obviously extremely important.
Yes.
So they were well represented in the first collection. The same thing, obviously, for shoes. The heel was inspired by looking at the illustrations of Jean Lanvin, similar to the illustrations that are in the exhibition. Obviously, the focus was looking at the clothing, but I'd always go to the feet, and they'd have these amazing stylized drawings. So we did a very stylized
Oh,
heel.
that shoe was great.
And because it splays out at the bottom, it gives a lot of stability.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been told, I haven't tried them myself.
Well, the 20s and 30s are key decades celebrated in our exhibition, Haute Couture Heritage at SCAD Fash. What about this dramatic era is most compelling to you? And what do you think about the show at SCAD Fash?
Well, the show, I was blown away by it. I mean, every time that I see those clothes, I think it's amazing. In the 20s and 30s, I think they're a very, very interesting period. I probably lean more towards the 30s because I think it has a relevance in terms of the silhouette of today.
Love that. What do you hope students and museum guests take away from the exhibition?
First of all, I'd really like that the SCAD students know how lucky they are, because I think what you put in place for them to have at such close hand is incredible. So I hope the students really appreciate that. But obviously to discover the world of Lanvin by its founder through the exhibition and through the footage that was there, I think you really get a very good sense of who this woman was.
Jean Lavin's owned home and interiors inspired your recent collection. I'd love to hear about your view on the relationship of residential design and fashion design, because you're an expert at both.
I think the style that you give to your life is very important.
Might you expand the Lanvin look to interior design collaborations in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to in the future. Madame Lanvin was so inspired by interiors and worked on them herself. I already referenced her bathroom that she did with Ratto. It's housed in the Museum of Art Decorative. And I was inspired by that for the show space.
Yes.
So we repeated it, the bathroom floor on the runway. So it was a nice nod to the interior heritage of the house as well.
Yes, it was beautiful. Earlier this week, you graciously and thoughtfully reviewed SCAD student portfolios, an experience they will never forget. Thank you. And our mutual friend Christian Lacroix gave you your first opportunity, but you seized the moment when you met him to ask for that opportunity. Do you have any advice for students about how to seize the moment, or other advice for success?
I think advice for success is to be just constant, very, very curious, interested by everything. You see exhibitions, you go to the cinema, you become a very rounded person.
Peter, I love having you back at SCAD and in the On Creativity studio. And I think journalists everywhere are delighted, as I am, that you're heading Lanvin. You're a true connoisseur, a heritage brand hero, and you're always most welcome at SCAD.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that.
Love you so much. Thank you.
Me too.